You're listening to the Keep It Real podcast with Zach Phelan, where we talk everything real estate, real business, and real life. My name is Zach Phelan, and I'm a real estate investor, realtor, entrepreneur, and family man. This podcast is brought to you by Home Scout. Home Scout shows you every home listed on the market in real time, meaning if a home you're looking at goes under contract with another buyer, you will see it in real time. You can track homes that have sold, save favorite homes, get notified when a home hits the market in a neighborhood you're watching, and so much more. The best thing about Home Scout is your information is 100% secure. The only people who can see your phone number and email is yours truly, Zach Phelan, and my lender, Jenna Groff. Most people don't know this, but other apps and platforms sell your information to at least 3 realtors and 7 lenders. That's 10 phone calls and multiple emails from 10 different people. Keep your information safe in our hands. We promise not to abuse it. Download the Home Scout app now. The link is below in the show notes, or email me and I will send you a direct link. If prompted for a VIP code, use my phone number 928-853-0683. Go download the Home Scout app now and start searching for that new home today. We're going live today. It's been a little while, but we got podcast number 18 today, and I want to talk to something that I'm getting a lot of feedback on, so I might as well give it to you guys and just keep it real, tell you exactly how it is. Zach Phelan, the Keeping It Real podcast, if you didn't know. Thanks for tuning in. So I'm going to do a deal review about a deal I just did, and kind of give you the nuts and bolts and the process of what happened and what kind of mindset you need to have rolling into this thing. We got some viewers. Thanks for the thumbs up. And also, I'm getting ready to list a house, not this Wednesday, next Wednesday coming up. And I told them straight up, like, we're going to put it on the market for this much, and we're not going to drop the price. Every agent out there's like, drop price, drop price, drop price, drop price. That's not my MO. That's not how I get repeat customers, referrals, all that kind of stuff. We're going to stick to your guns. Stick to your guns out there. With the data we have online now, we can predict what the house is going to sell for pretty darn close. Like 99%, I think, was the stats from last year. So the market has been shifting, though. So what are you going to do? But anyways, I did this deal, and I'm going to take you through the whole entire thing here. I'm not a huge fan of price dropping. My other people were just calling me. They're like, hey, this agent's had me drop price twice. They're calling me when I could have sold their house for them, but they chose to go with somebody else, and blah, 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 and now we're out $15,000 on price drops. Your fault, not mine. But anyways, so here's where it's going to go. We're going to get this one started. Sammy's over there laughing at me. But so family member of mine bought a house. Boom, pulled the trigger on it. It's like, I see one, I like it. Boom, called me. Here you go, show the house. Boom, bought it. Not ready to sell his current house that he was in. So talking about that, like I said, I got a listing coming up here in 2 weekends. We've been talking nonstop about price and preparing your house to sell. This takes some time. Hi. Got walked in on. It's okay. It takes some time to prepare your house for sale if you're going to do it correctly. And that also plays into market timing. With this deal, we ended up going through the holidays that we don't necessarily want to do because then your house will sit a little bit. So no one wants to move in November and December. That's just how it is. So pull the trigger, bam, bought this house. Now he's got to get his house ready for sale. So we're going through all the steps. We got to do this, we got to do this, we got to do this. I was like, hey, I want to get this house on the market September 1st. Please. Because there's a window. You got September and October to sell. November, people don't want to do anything. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, taxes, blah, 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 right? All that stuff happens. So it's a long process, and the house that we're selling is a tri-level, 5-bedroom, 3-bath house. That takes a specific buyer. This isn't a 3-2 or a 4-2. This is tri-level. It's going to take a family that wants it. They're going to have multiple kids. All that type of stuff. When do families move? During the summertime when their kids are out of school. That's kind of how it goes. So let me break it down for you, take you through this little price. I said this is going to be our price. We're going to list it for this price. If we do anything, we're going to do a very, very small price drop to get us through after the new holidays. And that's end up what we did, but I'll take you through it. But we stuck to our guns, and we did end up getting the price that we wanted on this house. telling you what happens at the end. But there's a lot of information in this little process that we went through here. So 2 months on there, we had multiple viewings. And when I talk about multiple viewings, I'm talking about the same agent going back and looking at it again. And then the same agent going back and look at it again with their buyers. So these buyers are super interested, right? It's a unique house. Nice big pool in the back. It's in this Ironwood down in Phoenix. Yes, I do sell in Phoenix. I do sell in Prescott. Sell anywhere in Arizona. But pool in the back, bedrooms upstairs, bedrooms downstairs, all this thing's going on. So it's going to take the right buyer, right? A couple people came in to look. We're in that price range right below the 400s where you kind of have some opportunity in there to shop around a little bit. So we've got multiple viewings, second viewings, nothing happens. All the agents are impressed. They go, man, this thing's still on the market. This is still on the market. This is still on the market. And I'm telling them all, same thing. Hey, look, you just came back and looked at it 2 or 3 times. Every single agent has done that. The buyers just haven't pulled the trigger on it. At this time, interest rates were going up. They were close to 5% at that point. And stay tuned to the end. I'll tell you what interest rates are now. A lot lower. But the agents were super impressed. During that time, we had 4 open houses. Like this is when it hit the market up until October-ish. And we're getting great reviews. Agents are impressed. Buyers are impressed. All that kind of stuff. We got Facebook ads up. We're promoting towards people who are looking for a 5-bedroom house in our price zone. So that was a big one. We were getting some people who went and actually checked out the house because there's not a whole lot of those out there, right? It ended up working out, so we got some buyers out of it. Winter hits, nothing happens, right? November, December, no one's going to do anything. They got Christmas and all that stuff happening, and this was kind of in the plan. Like if we don't get the offers up front, this is what's going to happen. I was super surprised we didn't get an offer in September and October, but we didn't get one. Winter hits, the long winter. Nothing's going down. So this is how it works. If you do a price drop or a price increase, the home gets redistributed on the multiple listing service, and it gets emailed to everyone who has a search criteria. So if you ever worked with me, I've got some homes, and you're searching for everything around in this area for $300,000, right? So if you do a price drop, it gets email blasted back out to you, right? Thanks for the thumbs up. So this was part of the marketing strategy. Like, hey, we're going to do a little price drop after winter when people are starting to pick back up and, hey, oh, yeah, it's time to buy houses again. I think we did this in February. So we did a $1,500 price drop and added a home warranty up to $500. So that was the $1,500 in total that we did. So we pretty much stuck to where we thought this house was going to be. We ended up selling it for $368,000. We were on the market for $369,900. And based on the comps, I thought we were going to sell this thing for $368,000 on the money. Nailed it. But anyways, keep following me here. A wholesale deal hits the market at $319,000. So most of you know what a wholesaling deal is. It's a house that's beat up and needs some work, or the people need to sell it. It's distressed. They get a cash offer for $300,000, and then they turn around and sell it to someone else for $325,000, and they make $25,000 out the middle. That's a wholesale deal. There's a ton of wholesaling that goes on in Phoenix. So a wholesale deal hits the market in our neighborhood, right? Here's our neighborhood. There's a couple 5-bedroom, 3-bath, tri-level homes, 2 and 3 car garage with the pool. We're all pretty similar, right? This is our box that we're working in. Hits, panic. Oh my God, what is this? $319? Are they crazy? We're on the market for $370 or $375 and $385 and $395, and people are all over the place, but they were up there, right? They're not at $319, and that deal closes, and it was a wholesale deal, and the house is beat up. You could tell it needed work, all that kind of stuff, and clients are a little freaking out. I said, no, we're staying right here. I don't care if everybody else drops their price. We're staying where we're at. Okay. That's hard to do as a seller. You see that happen, and you're just like, oh man, our price per square foot just plummeted. This is going to be no good. And then guess what? A week later, we get an offer. Guess what our offer is? $325 with a VA loan. I laughed at the agent. She was not happy with me, by the way, but I laughed. And I was like, that's not even realistic. Every other home, there was 4 other homes out there. We were the best one on the market. We did a good job preparing it and getting ready for sale. We're the best home on the market. She gives me an offer at $325. We're listed at $368. Said no. I don't even want to present this to my buyer. I'm not going to let him buy this, but by my fiduciary duty, I have to. So I'm going to go ahead. Presented it, say we're going to tell them no. We'll give them $365. I don't even remember what we said. It took like $3,000 off. Like, get real. You're crazy. They walked away. Agent was all mad at me and distressed. She got military clients, and I said, hey, I don't got nothing against a VA loan. A VA loan is the same exact thing as an FHA loan. The only difference is the appraiser goes in and appraises it, and if they see something they don't like paint the trim, they'll make you paint the trim before they close on it. Nothing's different. I don't, I'm all about the military. I got family in the military. I've done VA loans with buyers and with sellers. I'm okay with it. But the agent tries to pull that card like we're gonna give them $50,000 in equity. I don't think so. So that happens. And that was after the long winter, right? We've been on the market. We've had multiple viewings. Long winter. We get this offer, and they're just like, oh my gosh, that one's sold. Everything's come down. I'm like, no, stick to your guns. We're not dropping our price. We are where we are, and someone's going to come in here and they're going to pay for this home. All that happens. Then we get the offer, right? We get a VA offer as well. So we just turned down one. We ended up getting another one. This one is a VA offer with 3% in concessions. So they're asking for us to cover closing costs. And so I told the agent, I said, you're going to have to come in at full price for us or a little above full price. And we can agree to this 3% in concessions, because basically that 3% is going to come out of our pocket and they're using that for their down payment. And he says, okay. I was like, look, don't come to me a penny below our asking price, and you need to come in above. And that's what we did. He came in a little bit above our asking price, and with that 3% concessions, when we said, okay, this is a deal, we'll put this together, right? So we go through the whole process, start the inspection, start the termite report, all that stuff comes up. Let me make sure I'm taking you through this correctly. Now, during the inspection period, we have a plumbing issue. Uncle already knew about the plumbing issue. He told me about it. I told them about it. It was in our seller's disclosure report. You have to state everything that's wrong with your home that you know about, any insurance claims. This is everything I know that's happened to my house and what I know. It was in there. Polyurethane plumbing. It was used for like 20 years, but now it's bad because it can explode and your burst. It can burst. I said explode, but whatever. Burst and there's water everywhere. It's an explosion, whatever. That could happen. And it did happen. So insurance companies red flag it. It's a whole big deal. But every home in the entire neighborhood has that same plumbing in it, right? And so these people are freaking out about it. And I said, all right, well, let's call some contractors and get them in there and see how much it is to replace the plumbing and fix the drywall and paint it. And lo and behold, this big, we think this deal's over at this point. We're dealing with this plumbing issue. We're gonna have to replace the plumbing, all this stuff. A little bit of freaking out on the seller's side. The uncle was freaking out. I was like, no, we're gonna work through this. We get some guys in there. They take a look at the place. They say, all right, we'll do the whole thing for $10,000. $10,000, smoking deal, right? Brand new plumbing, new drywall, new paint. Okay. Well, Mr. Buyer and Seller, there's nothing wrong with the plumbing. There has been nothing wrong with the plumbing. We've owned this house for many, many years. This is just a peace of mind type of deal. So give us something. We decide to split it 50-50, $5,000. So $5,000 comes off of our purchase price. Not bad. With this offer, this is semi-common. With the offer of this house, they had to sell their house that was on the market, right? That's pretty normal. So it's a contingent offer on the seller of their home. They give us an offer with an extended escrow period. So we had time to do this inspection and stuff up front. They were still prepping their house for the market, which was good. I was coaching the agent through this prepping of the market time, which I do a lot of. I'll touch base on that here shortly. This is when it gets a little bit more crazy. Pay attention here. This deal's not over by far. And he's getting ready to put it on the market. He puts it on the market, and they've got 20 showings in the first month, and they're at that 250 price range, super competitive in Phoenix, tons of opportunity everywhere, and they're getting great feedback from what he's telling me, and 20 showings in a month. Well, their month expires, and they have to either buy it, or I was going to say shit or get off the pot, but I might as well say it. Shit or get off the pot. So they got to buy our house, sell their house, they got to do all that kind of stuff. So with 20 viewings, I'm like, look, let's extend. Someone's going to pull the trigger here. Like, it was closing on a Friday, and he's like, dude, I got like 7 showings. scheduled for this weekend. I said, all right, uncle, let's extend. And someone's going to buy this house. It's just a crazy market right now. And he says, okay, he agrees with me. He thinks you're right. What I do though, is I make their $1,000 that they had down as their escrow earnest monies. I make that go hard, make it go non-refundable. Basically, they're buying this month from my uncle for $1,000, so he can cover his mortgage payment, etc. They agreed to it, so we move forward. They have a bunch of viewings, tons of viewings. And imagine you put yourself in these sellers' shoes now. They've had about 40 viewings in a month and a half of their house, keeping it prime condition, getting out of the house 40 times. They're emotionally pretty jacked. They just went through this plumbing deal where they thought everything was going to fall apart. And they did some homework and some research, and it didn't seem like the end of the world then. Now they've had 40 showings, people through their house, the home's been cleaned, all this stuff. They can't sell the house. They just let $1,000 go hard. They're not going to get that money back from us, and they don't know what to do. And this is when an agent drops a bomb on me. I was telling you, I was helping him get this house ready for the market. We're doing landscaping. We're painting some trim. We're doing this and that. This is when he comes and he tells me, he goes, the back door to the house is in the 4th bedroom. And I said, what? You can't get to the backyard without just walking out the back door? He said, no, you got to go through the 4th bedroom. And he didn't tell me this until now. We already extended, and they extended. After that month I was been on the market, their money went hard. And I said, so you let them spend $1,000 here, and you let them spend $2,500 up front prepping the house, getting paint done, doing this and that, but you didn't fix the functionality of the house. So we call more contractors. How much is it to get a back door in? This is me helping the other agent sell his house. Stuff he should know already, right? So how much is it to put a back door in? $2,500, $2,400, $2,500. Everyone tells me $2,500. 2 days, it's done. So I'm like, okay, you didn't fix the functionality of the house. You did some paint, which anybody could do, and now we've come all this way. And I had to tell him, you need to take your home off the market. You need to let your sellers reset their minds, and you need to put a back door in because no one's going to buy it. It's not functional. It's not a functional house. This is a bomb on us, right? At least we got the $1,000 out of it. But now we've been on the market for a long time. So we come off of the market. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything in my notes here. During that time, it appraised for $368, right on the money. Boom. Pat on the back, Zach. But okay, right here. Now we go back to the market. It's a different market now. Spring is in the air. Same deal. We pop an open house. We have multiple people come back, view the home again and again. All these people are calling me and go, wow, this home is beautiful. I can't believe it's still on the market. What's going on? I said, we've had so many people come and tell me the same exact thing. And I give them a brief. This is what happened, contingent sale. When we're back on the market, they get the door fixed. They call us back. They go, hey, door's almost done. I can't believe you guys are still there. We want to watch it. Or we may be coming back to you. All that kind of stuff. I'm like, all right. So then I get another offer. And this time, same thing. Agent comes to me, said, oh, you've been on the market for 6, 7 months, whatever it was. And he starts to play this game with me. And I don't play that. I negotiate pretty darn hard. And I flat out tell him, I said, yeah, we're on the market. We appraised for $368, and that's what you're going to give us. This house is more than worth $368. It says your clients and every single realtor I've talked to don't even come at me with anything below that. And silence. I hear silence on the phone. He wasn't used to hearing that type of talk. I said some other stuff in there too, but I can't remember. This was a few months ago. But I hammered him, and I'm like, we're not budging off our price. This home is worth it, and this is what we're going to get. Turns out it's another VA loan, and no problem. We get through the inspection. I prepped the agent ahead of time. I said, hey, dude, this is what's going on with the plumbing. It's in our seller disclosures report, and it's in the previous inspection. I'm going to give you this inspection up front and this termite report. Go through it. Educate yourself first. I'm coaching him. Educate yourself first on this plumbing, and then take it to your buyers and educate them on it. We've told you up front. Okay. I call the buyer's lenders to make sure that they're okay to lend on our property with that plumbing in there. I checked this with my lender first. Thank you, Jenna. But I checked it with my lender first, and she said, yeah, as long as it's functional and it was installed properly and it's working, we're okay with it. So they said the same thing. So I'm going around the backside talking to this agent's buyers, lenders to make sure that they can go forward. I want this deal to happen, right? I'm trying to put it all together for them. It goes through. We go through without a hitch. We net an extra $8,000 at the end of the day from the first offer we had. And clients walk away happy, but it was a process. I gave this all to you in like 10, 15, 20 minutes, whatever it's been. But this was an extended period of time. We're talking 8 months, some emotional roller coasters up and down there. This doesn't happen all the time, but you got to have the mental mind frame to go into this thing and to know. Now I've been doing this long enough. Like I stick to my gut. I stick to my feelings. I know what's what. I just tell you how it is. Like this is how it is. This is what we're going to do. And we're not going to come off of that. And we're going to stick to the game plan. I know the game plan and this is going to work. So it did end up working out for us. Uncle ended up netting another 8 out of the deal. When we took that first offer, it was a good offer, especially for the market and the timing. But as summer heats up, it changes. And that's what happened. So I wanted to give that deal review as something to think about when you're going to sell your house. Get it ready for the market. Talk to me ahead of time for selling your house. And thank you to the guys we've been talking for the last 2 weeks. We're going to put it on another 2 weeks. There's a whole month, right? To get your home ready for the market. And we're doing it at the right time. Things have heated up. Summer's out. Families are out of school. It's go time. It's go time. Stuff's happening back and forth. I just had a meeting for another listing right now. Buyers are calling me left and right. Ooh, that leads me to buyers. Interest rates are low, fellas and ladies. This is the lowest they've been in 22 months, almost 2 years. I just got a report, FHA 3.8% and conventional at a 4.1%, depending on your FICO score. That's crazy low. When we were doing this deal, they were at 5.5%. They've just plummeted down since the middle of this winter. The Fed announced that they're not going to raise interest rates anymore this year, and since then they've been going back down, and now buyers are going back up, and it's a good time to sell because if you sell where interest rates are good, people can buy your house, and then you can go buy your next house at a good interest rate. See how that works? And it's the middle of summer. People can do it. So, wanted to give all that to you. Bunch of stuff. Blah, blah, blah. And there's probably more I want to talk to you about in there that I missed somewhere along the way, but this was a good. I felt like this was a good one to talk about and give to you guys. So, I'll keep this one short. I appreciate all the feedback I'm getting, guys. Love you lots. Hey guys, I'm going to keep it real with you. Thank you guys for listening to this week's podcast. If you could do us a huge favor and write us a review, it really helps out the channel. Samantha and I really, really do appreciate it. So go ahead and write us a review. Thank you so much. If you know anyone that I should be talking to, please do send them our way. We really appreciate it. See you guys for next week's episode. Until then, keep it real.